Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another Fusion episode. Today we'll be looking how to create linear patterns, circular patterns, and also how to create a mirror operation. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, as always, file, save the document with a name, online sessions, session 4. Okay, so now we have it saved, version 0. So first of all, I'm going to show you where the patterns are. Okay, the patterns are here. You can create rectangular, circular, and on path. Okay, on path it's also useful, but we are not going to see it. It's the same as these two. And mirror. Okay, so today will be centered in here. So for creating patterns, rectangular and circular, usually you don't need any plane to create it. But for mirroring, sometimes you will need to create an extra plane to be able to do the mirror operation as you want. Okay, so first of all, we will begin with the patterns and we will end with the mirror. So what we are going to create is a grid of hexagons, right? So the first we are going to create, as always, 2D sketch. We select this plane. If you have like these three planes that are a little bit annoying, just click here, like 3D sketch, and click it, leave it like this, and you will not see it when you restart. Okay, so as we said, we are going to create an hexagon. We go to the menu create. It's a polygon, and we'll go to circumscribe polygon. Click on the center, 1, 2. You will see why I'm creating 2 of these. And now we'll give a dimension, for example, 20. Then this one, it is the same as this one. And from here to here, we will leave like, for example, 3 millimeters. We'll see if it's okay. Then we'll say control. Clicking control, I've selected these 2 points and I say horizontal, so they are horizontally or vertically aligned. And then we need just to say that you and okay, let's see how can we move this. We cannot move it. Okay, so we need to see how to create this as to get it as black, right? Maybe we can say something as this. No. Okay, we'll leave it like this because I don't know. This one is completely defined, this one not. But this cannot be defined. No. I don't know. Okay, don't worry. So the first thing we are going to create is a pattern because the thing that we are going to extrude is the outer profile of this. So we are going to see how to create a pattern, a circular pattern on a sketch, and it will be the same on a 3D geometry. So we go to the menu create, circular pattern, okay. We select these, the objects, these lines, and the center point or the rotation point, this one, and then the quantity 6. Okay, so now you see this profile here. Okay, so in order to have this profile completely defined, we're going to create a rectangle. Okay, and now we have it, everything in black, right? So what we're going to extrude is this body that you see here. Okay, so now we have it in black, finish sketch, and then we go to extrude and select this face, okay, this one. How much? 3 millimeters, for example, or 5 or 6, I don't know, whatever you want. Okay, so now we have this. Before just proceeding, we are going to create some fillets in order to have it more beautiful part. Okay, 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 okay. So here we have the fillets. We're going to say that it's 1 millimeter. Okay. So now we're going to create the pattern of this like unit. Okay, this is the unit, and we're going to create it in this direction and in this other direction. So we go now to create menu again, pattern, which tab, rectangular pattern. So here it's asking us, hey, which kind of pattern do you want? The faces, the bodies, the features that you've made. The features are these operations that we have here, or components. I usually choose faces, and then in order to select the objects, I go and select the features that created that object, because now I have all the faces that I want selected, okay? If you have a hole, for example, you will go and select the whole operation that you've made. Directions. Now we select the directions that we want to make it, okay? Because we want a grid, we'll do it in X and in Y, okay? So one direction, two directions. And now we begin just like to do like this, drag it, and we say, hey, we don't know how much it's from here to here. We can just begin to calculate, go back or whatever. But Fusion has a great option that it's go here. Here we are in spacing, okay? You have extend and spacing. Extend is the total distance for the units that you put. Spacing, it's like the distance between the first unit, the second, the third, etc. So we are in spacing. So the nice thing about Fusion is we go to distance. We can just put here, I don't know, 25, because it's what I think. Okay, no, it is not 25. We can just be here all day, but we can just go here and go measure, select from here to here, boom, and we have it. And here it's the same distance. We just click on here, measure, one click to select this body, one click to select the point, another click to select the other point, and we have it. Okay, so now we have this grid. It's 3 by 3. We will put 5 by 5. You can put the number you want, but it takes a lot of computer memory, this. Okay, so now we have our grid created, and it's perfect, right? So this grid, it's not a body alone. It's created by several bodies, you can see here. Okay, so what should we do? Okay, if we want this as independent bodies, we leave it like this, but usually we would like to have this as a united body. So we will go to modify, combine, join, okay. So target bodies, I know this one, and the tool bodies, the rest, and click OK. Boom, 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 boom. Now it's thinking, okay. As you can see now, you don't see that line that we saw before. And here we see only one body, okay. So about the target and the final body, it's the tool bodies. It's usually used for for those who we want to just remove a body from another. Okay. So now imagine that this grid, it's great. Okay, it is what we wanted, but they ask, hey, we want to remove some of these articles. We can just create extrusion and remove them, but we also can go to the pattern, edit feature. So right click, edit feature, and select the ones that we don't want. For example, this one, and this one. Okay, and we are here, and we've just removed some independent bodies. What is saying here? Saying, I think, that there are some missing bodies or something like this. So we can just like deselect everything, go here, target body, this one, tool bodies, all of these. Okay, And now we have everything perfect, okay? I don't know why it's selecting this to us. Okay, don't worry. And now we are going to create a mirror operation. And to do that, we will just create first of all a plane. Okay, so here we have all the types of planes that we can just create. But imagine that we want to create like a filter. So we will put like several grids like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like thousands of grids. Well, not thousands, we will put 2 in this case, because if we want to put thousands, we'll create a pattern of this body. But imagine that we want to create a two faces filter. Okay, so we will go to construct offset plane. We can just select the original planes, but we can select any face we want, this one. And then we just go here and say, hey, I want it, I don't know, 20 millimeters. So this will be our construction plane. So you can see here you have construction. If we just hide it, you stop seeing it. We go to create, mirror. We're not going to use faces, we're going to use bodies. Which bodies? This one. And the mirror plane, it's going to be this one. Okay, and there we have it. So the nice thing about mirrors and patterns, it's okay, I want to modify, for example, edit feature, the size or the extrusion, for example, 9 millimeters or I don't know, 12 millimeters. It's double. We will get in a moment our modified pattern. Also, on this pattern, oh shit, on this pattern generation, we can just go to edit, and these numbers here, well, wait a second. These quantities, we can just define it as a function here. You remember in the last video? So just defining it as a function, we can just have a ready to go grid, and depending on the client needs or whatever we need, we can just like go to modify the parameters, change to numbers, and we have it everything ready. Okay, so that's very nice to use it in with the function parameters. Okay, okay, wait just a minute. And there we have it. So now we have several bodies, because I don't really know why. But at the end, we can just like go and create this one as a body and the other one, because this one it's 26. Okay, so we will go, just we are repeating it, so you can just combine, select target body, this one, and the other ones are this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Okay, because it's like the extraction. Right. Here it's a bug, I think. Okay, so that's it. I will report this back so they can just do it. So that's all. I think that this is very useful for you. And tomorrow we will begin with the first CAD CAM part. It would be a 2.5D CAD CAM part. It will be very easy. And while I'm explaining CAD/CAM parts, I will begin to explain all the theory related to that, okay, about the cutting speeds, cutting feeds, and everything, right? So that's all. Try to just make this example or whatever you want to do, and enjoy. Bye.